it looked like it might really go down. And Ryan Garcia says he promised to let Devin Haney know how it feels to get cracked by him in 8-ounce gloves. Yeah, I already cracked you in the amateurs. Now you're going to feel me in 8-ounce gloves. So it's up to you, Devin. Don't duck me. We going to talk about what Ryan Garcia had to say about the Devin Haney fight. We also going to break down this fight, and I want to hear who y'all got in the comments once we do break this fight down. Make sure that y'all hit my like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed, and let's cook. So 2024 is already panning out to be a big year in boxing. Now, they're going to have to do a lot to top 2023 because 2023 was honestly probably the best year that I've seen in boxing in the past 20 years. I mean, we hadn't had a year like this year in boxing in a long, long time. I mean, they gave us the fights that we had been crying for years. They gave us more fights. It went down. Let's just keep it real. But Devin Haney says, you know what? 2023, yeah, I did what I did, but in 2024, I'm trying to make a big, huge bang. Ryan Garcia stepped up to the plate, and he said he's trying to do the same thing. Now, while everybody is screaming, tank, 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 Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney said, we all need to get together, fight each other. If Tank don't want to fight, we ain't worried about him because we can create our own legacies without Gervonta Davis. And he said, you know what, Devin, if Tank don't want to fight you, what's up? I'm ready. We already got a long history, and let's finish what we started in the amateurs. Hey, man, I like to hear that because the last time I heard Ryan Garcia talk about a Devin Haney fight, he was talking about that he needed 2 or 3 more fights, and then he'll go on to a big fight like a Devin Haney. Now, I wasn't really feeling that. And when I did the video, I told people, man, what is Ryan Garcia on? He talking about he need 2 or 3 more fights, and then he want a big fight with Devin Haney. He just don't want to step into a big, huge fight with Devin Haney right off the rip. And I'm like, man, what type of shit is this? But I don't know what it was. Somehow, Ryan Garcia had a big change of hearts because after Devin fought Regis and put on a hell of a performance, I mean, Regis ain't even really touched Devin throughout that whole 12 rounds and didn't win a round. I thought that Ryan Garcia would shy even further away from Devin Haney, but Ryan said, nah, I want to smoke and I want to smoke next. Not only did Ryan say he wanted to smoke, he was serious about it because he immediately had his team contact Devin Haney's team, and right now they're in negotiations. Yeah, they're in negotiations that quick. It didn't have to be all type of back and forth on Twitter, all type of, oh, well, he ain't sold this and he ain't sold that. They got straight to the business. That's what I want to hear because I'm a fight fan. Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm a real fight fan. That's what I want to hear. It surprised me for the fact of what Ryan Garcia had said just recently in the past. It also surprised me because we know that Devin Haney, he was trying to get the Ryan Garcia fight for a long time. We know at one point, Ryan was Devin Haney's mandatory. And when Devin pressed Ryan Garcia about making the fight happen, and this was probably what, 2020? And when he pressed Ryan, Ryan said, nope, nah, I'm good, but that's a fight that I'll save down the line. I want to fight Gervonta Davis first. I want some other big fights, and I'm going to save Devin for last because I think that the Devin Haney is going to be the best fight because we have history in the amateurs. And a lot of people looked at that like, man, he flat out ducking Devin because they was fighting both on DAZN, you know, Ryan Garcia with Golden Boy like he is now. And back then, Devin Haney was with Matchroom, right? Now he's back with Matchroom again, but that was before he ever left Matchroom Boxing, fighting on DAZN. So, you know, I wasn't feeling that. I said, man, it's something about Devin Haney that makes Ryan Garcia not want to get in the paint with him. And he was always calling out Tank. He wanted that Tank fight. And we all know how that Gervonta Davis fight played out. I think in large part due to the weight that Ryan Garcia had to fight at and a rehydration clause that was put on him. He was drained. He didn't look like he usually look in fights, but that's on him because he let Tank Davis walk him into a dummy mission for the money. Now, I do think that Tank Davis is the better fighter, but I do also think that that fight could have played out a lot different in favor of Ryan Garcia not winning the fight, but at least making it to the 12th round and, and being a lot more dangerous to Gervonta Davis than he was. But now he got the bag, and Ryan Garcia is on a mission to show that it ain't all about the bag. He wants to solidify his legacy, and it starts in 2024. Listen to what Ryan Garcia had to say about a Devin Haney fight. And then we're going to come back and we're going to cook and we're going to give our opinions on who we got winning this fight.
Your good friend Devin Haney, you've got a long history with.
Yeah.
You want titles, you said.
Devin Haney's been on the list of future opponents for a while. Mm-hmm. He's been doing really good. I have a little long history with Devin. It's been boiling up for a minute. And I think that people want to see that. So I'll be looking forward to it.
How many times in the amateurs?
We fought 6 times.
6 times?
Yeah,
How'd that
3
go?
and 3.
Okay, so
3 and 3. But, when I fought him, I cracked him. When he fought me, points, little points. I was banging on him, I was hurting him. I was banging on him, I was hurting him.
So there y'all go. And it sounds like Ryan Garcia is confident if he put them 8-ounce gloves on that he gonna hurt Devin Haney because he says that he was already banging on him and hurting him in the amateurs. Now, we know that Devin has gotten a whole lot better than he was in the amateurs, but Ryan Garcia, he's gotten a whole lot better also. We've seen Ryan improve on a lot of the flaws that he used to have ever since he got with Derrick James. Now, we know that Ryan Garcia is very, very talented, right? Got power and speed in both hands. And we also know that Devin Haney is very talented. I mean, I think that he's a few levels above Ryan Garcia when it comes to just being an all-around complete boxer. But one thing that Devin don't have that Ryan has is that knockout power. And I think that can play a big factor in this fight. And I think that, man, this fight, it's a hard fight to pick because it could play out 2 different ways. You can have Devin Haney on the outside using his legs and picking Ryan apart if Ryan can't cut off the ring, right? But you can also have Ryan, if he can cut off the ring, if he can get to Devin, right? He has the hand speed to match with Devin. Also, if Ryan Garcia can punch when Devin Haney is punching, he has the hand speed and the power to hurt Devin. Ryan Garcia also has a good jab. We know that Devin has a great jab. So, man, this is a great fight, right? Because it's a clash of styles. And also, I think that Ryan, right, he don't have the fastest feet, but he can move quick on his feet. He likes to hop back with his defense and things like that. So, I mean, it's going to be a lot different fight than a Regis Prograis fight because Ryan Garcia also has the length, right? I don't know who's longer. I don't know if it's Devin or Ryan, but they both, they both about the same size. So, man, this is a great fight. I like this fight. Now, I hear a lot of Gervonta Davis diehard fanatics. They running around talking about Devin Haney just wants Tank Davis's leftovers. Cut it out with all the BS, right? Because one thing that Ryan said is I get to go into a Devin Haney fight with no rehydration clause. Y'all don't understand, man. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are very big guys, even for the 140-pound division. So putting a rehydration clause on Ryan Garcia at 136 pounds, that's going to affect him. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the same fighter. So in this Devin Haney fight, yeah, he's going to be at full strength. Devin Haney going to be at full strength. And both fighters can fight in the ring at full strength. It don't have to be no weird shit going on with different clauses. Now, I'm not complaining about the situation because Ryan Garcia, like I said, he let Gervonta Davis and his team walk him into a dummy mission, not realizing that Tank need me just as much as I need him because who else is Gervonta Davis going to fight to make him 30, 40, 50 million dollars? Nobody. If he had realized that, it wouldn't have never been those clauses, because Tank Davis and his team, they was going to see how far they could go. The fight was going to be made regardless if he had said no to the clauses. And if they didn't make the fight, oh well. Tank would have had to go ahead and go off and fight another Hector or somebody and make not even half of what he made versus Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia let Gervonta Davis play him. And the thing about it, as much as I don't like Oscar and Bernard Hopkins tried to tell Garcia, don't fall for this shit. But Ryan was hard-headed. Now he got to be on the mission to change the way that people look at him, because he quit in that fight. And now this is why he wants to take on these tough challenges to get his respect and to solidify his legacy. Now, Devin Haney on the other end, he's trying to make the biggest fights. Devin Haney knows that a Ryan Garcia fight is going to get him a bag, a big bag. Also, if he could beat Ryan Garcia with no clauses on it, he's going to get a whole lot of respect. And we know that Bill and Devin going to come out and they're going to be talking a whole lot of shit if they beat Ryan Garcia without having to put a clause on him, right? And they're going to use that as a talking point to Gervonta Davis. Like, yeah, we beat his ass and we ain't have to put no rehydration clauses on him. We ain't have to do none of that. But honestly, I know people going to have they pick in this fight. The people that's diehard Devin Haney fans, they going to pick Haney. The people that's Ryan Garcia fans, they're going to pick Ryan Garcia. But if you ask me, right, this is a pick 'em fight. If I'm a betting man, this is a fight that I stay away from and I just watch because, hey, it could go either way. Anyway, I want to hear from y'all. How y'all think this fight will turn out? Drop a comment in my comment section. Make sure that you hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subbed. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.
Miles per hour, so everybody